Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Success here, back with another COD mobile video. So today what we're going to be talking about is BR sensitivity. Now recently I made a video covering the multiplayer sensitivity and how to actually figure out the best multiplayer sensitivity for you. But in that video I never actually touched on the battle royale sensitivity. So I decided to do the same thing I did in that video and figure out the best way to calculate sensitivities for you guys. But this time it's going to be much easier. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend watching it so you have a better understanding of sensitivities and just things like that. I kind of touched on how to figure out the best sensitivity, and after watching that you'll have a really good grasp on how to do sensitivities. But I don't want to waste your guys' time. If you've already seen that video, I'm not going to repeat myself a lot. So in this video I'm just going to show you the simplest way to get the best sensitivity for the battle royale version. So really quickly I'll play a very small snippet of that video just so you know what I'm talking about in this next part. Okay, so to wrap things up, I'm just going to show you guys a very quick tutorial on basically everything I just talked about, but condensed into about a minute. So here we go. So the very first thing you want to do before you even start this is go to settings, go to sensitivity, and then for your rotation mode at the very top, go to fixed speed. And basically what this is going to do is make your aim more consistent. If you have speed or distance acceleration on, your aim won't be as consistent. So definitely do fixed speed as your very first step. This is very important in the next part. All right, so the next thing you want to do is go ahead and load into a game. Personally, I did a private match between my phone and my iPad just so I'd be undisturbed. So basically what you want to do is when you load in the match, you want to try to do 180-degree turns. Now, if you're doing less than 180-degree turns, then go ahead and bump up your sensitivity. And if you're doing more than 180-degree turns, go ahead and lower your sensitivity. And when you do this, you want to be holding your device like you normally would be, so just a very comfortable position. And then just go ahead and swipe your aiming finger from one side to the other side, just like you can see in my hand cam. And then hopefully you'll find a number where you feel very comfortable and are able to easily do 180-degree turns. Personally, it was 70 for my iPhone XS Max. All right, so the very first sensitivity we're going to start with is TPP, and then the rest of them will come very easy after that. But the first one we want to actually figure out is your TPP sensitivity. So the first thing that we actually have to get is the TPP sensitivity. Now there's actually two ways of doing this. The very first way is literally just copy your standard sensitivity from multiplayer to your TPP sensitivity, and then you're good. So if you play a lot of multiplayer, you're comfortable with that sensitivity, and now you want a good BR sensitivity, just copy that number over and you'll be good for TPP. If you don't play a lot of multiplayer and you only play battle royale, what you want to do is you want to do the same thing I mentioned in the clip before and just start jumping and doing 180-degree turns until you get that sensitivity that's pretty good. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little over, it could be a little bit less than 180-degree turns, but you want to have it right around there just as a really comfortable number. All right, so now this is where it gets super easy, and this actually will combine with multiplayer and battle royale. It'll work for both because I made it really easy for you guys. Before I said you had to do these calculations, you had to input them, all that. It was a little bit more difficult, but now I've made it ultra easy. Okay, so basically what I did is I knew that people were kind of having problems like inputting the data and like going back and forth. It just took a lot of time. So all right, so basically what I did is I made this website that will basically give you all your sensitivities, and all you have to do is super easy. Just put in the very first sensitivity. So for the battle royale version, just go ahead and put in the TPP sense that we just figured out. So for my iPad, it's actually 50. And then as soon as you type that, boom, you have all of your sensitivities right there. Super simple. And then you just copy those over into your game and you'll be good. Now, obviously you can change it up a little bit. Like if you feel like something is too low or too high, you can tweak it. If maybe you're like, okay, this third person sensitivity is too low, which is TPP, I like 55. You do that, you have all your new sensitivities right there. Now, once again, if there's something you don't like, feel free to tweak it. This is just kind of a baseline trying to get you started, give you something you really like, and hopefully you don't have to adjust too much, but if you need to, there you go. Now, one thing that might be kind of a question is that why is the sniper sensitivity higher than the 4X? It's actually not higher. The number is higher, but in the game, the sensitivity won't be higher. It's just kind of how the game is formatted. It's kind of weird, but I figured that out, and now you guys don't have to, so it makes it a little bit easier. It's also important that you copy over your camera sensitivity, so all these sensitivities you see here onto your firing sensitivity so that they're identical. You don't really want to have a lower or higher firing sensitivity because then you kind of mess up your muscle memory. Now, this is actually a website I made, and one cool thing about it as well is if you go to the home page, I did a nice little description and I included my first sensitivity video, and I'll probably include this one as well. But also you can press right here or right on the top where it says CODM multiplayer, and we'll have the exact same calculator as before. Now, some people were talking about how the sensitivity felt too low in my last video, or at least the sniper sensitivity felt too low. So what I decided to do is I decided to give also an option for quick scoping. So now it says a very accurate sensitivity, and then there's also a quick scoping sensitivity. So we have the sniper scope sense, quick scoping, and then very accurate. So the website will be linked in the comments, descriptions, and then the link will probably be shown on the screen as well. But anyway, there's also a mobile version, so let me show you guys that right now. Alright, so here you go, you got the mobile version. So once again, for multiplayer, I could just go here, type in 50, and then it'll auto update, and you have your ADS, tactic scope, sniper, and the 2 options for sniper. And then you could go to, and then you could also once again go to the BR, which we're talking about, the Battle Royale version, type in 50. And then there you go, you have your FPP sense, your optics, your tactic scope, your 3x, your 4x, and your sniper scope sensitivity. So it's really as simple as that. And then once again, if you want to go to the home page, you'll go here, and then the video will pop up, and then you have your 2 different buttons. So there you go. Likely in the future, I'll actually be adding like an update for different games, but right now we have the 2 COD Mobile options for sensitivities. You got the multiplayer and the Battle Royale. So likely I'll be doing a video pretty soon telling you how to copy the sensitivity from PUBG over to COD Mobile exactly. Likely you guys might already know how to do that if you watch this video and the sensitivity video, but for the people that didn't watch both videos, I'll kind of explain it in a short, but like in-depth explanation, so that people are able to easily copy sensitivities over. But yeah, so I'm constantly updating. So I'm actually constantly uploading Call of Duty mobile content, including tutorials, gameplays, a ton of different fun stuff as well. Like I just did a game with my sister where we 1v1'd. I'm not going to spoil that, but the result was pretty interesting. But anyway, yeah, so if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and a sub if you guys really did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.